It's Daybreak on the Rise News, reaching you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. As promised, it's time to take a look at the front pages. And I can tell you a variety of stories make it to the front page this morning with a common denominator, the economic crisis in Nigeria. We'll begin with our sister publication. As always, let's see what they are reporting this morning. Nigeria's economic reset. Scores see new opportunities amid pain, says the paper. Right to that story, this day editors review impact of devaluation on Africa's largest market, present 5 ideas for a new Nigeria, and this is just part 1. It's going to be in a series. And in the yellow box there, Tinubu, no going back on economic reforms until vision for nation is achieved. In the black strip, right above that, Naira surges to 1,700 to the dollar at parallel market on clamp down on crypto platforms. Above the masthead this morning, economic hardship. Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, intervenes, reduces working days for civil servants, 25% transport rebate returns, 100,000 trailers of rice for 300,000 residents, 31 hospitals to deliver pregnant women for free. And then you have that last story there, monthly allocation. FAC shares 1.149 trillion naira to federal government, states, and local governments.
All right, let's take a look at the New Telegraph this morning. On its front page, the leading story, Arewa Economic Forum to the President. Tinubu reinstate subsidy, remove governors from palliative chain. The President already says no going back on these reforms until the nation is stabilized. More headlines from the New Telegraph this morning. IBEDC, that's the Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company, disconnects University College Hospital in Ibadan, disconnected its power over unpaid electricity bill. Meanwhile, Kaduna Electric set to refund overbilled customers. I'm sure these customers will be happy to hear that. Meanwhile, Customs begins rice auction at various commands tomorrow. Pegs 25 kg bag at 10,000 naira. That's the New Telegraph.
Okay, let's have The Guardian. The Guardian Nigeria has a summary of perhaps what you would call the challenges that the Nigerian government at all levels are facing, particularly insurgency and insecurity. It says 15 years of insurgency, tales of woe for survivors, joy for repentant terrorists. The irony in that story was 3 months after military yet to release panel report on aero drone. They're keeping a tab on that aero drone in Kaduna State. PDP factions produce Shuaibu Igodalo for Edo Guber poll. Hardship. Sanwo-Olu announces 25% slash in fares or the palliatives. Fresh worries for Naira as FAC shares 1.149 trillion naira to federal government, states, and local governments. Take steps to avert planned protests. Afenifere tells Tinubu, label others. And that's The Guardian this morning.
Well, let's look at Punch and see what it is saying this morning. It's major story palliative palaver. Government tackle at Labio. They're now receiving federal government's 1 trillion naira lifeline. And NGF says 1 trillion naira windfall untrue. Lagos, Oshu, Benue, Katsina, Zamfara, they're now receiving 30 billion each. Foot truck looted. The Niger State Police warn against Ekiti rally. Lagos, Ogu rollout relief. And on the top master, Tinubu appoints new AMCON CEO. Agencies get 13 directors. Edo Iodalo emerges PDP candidate. Shuaibu wins what they call parallel primary. Military police NEMA conduct search, rescue drill in the picture you're seeing there in Rivers State. Ibadan Disco disconnects UCH, over 500 million naira debt. LG plans cooking gas export ban to crush the price of cooking gas. And manufacturing others suffer as GDP slows to a 3-year low.
Let's take a look at Business Day and its leading headline today. A big story from Business Day. Major rate hike expected as MPC, that's the Monetary Policy Committee meeting, holds Monday and also on Tuesday. This will be the first MPC meeting under the CBN Governor Yemi Cardoso. The last MPC meeting was back in July, 8 months ago. Still on Business Day, bloodbath for multinationals as Naira slide wipes shareholders' funds. Combined losses hit 204.77 billion naira. That's Business Day.
Well, let's look at Daily Trust, and they have a rather disturbing story there on the headline. Youths attack trucks, steal food items in Niger State. This is the bold one there on the front page of the Daily Trust. And you do have picture evidence of that story. Well, let's see if we can see some other interesting stories on the front page there. Well, 10 countries approach ICJ against Israel's occupation of Palestine. And below the masthead this morning, Benue government issues 14-day quit notice to herders. Naira gains, security operatives sustain raid on BDCs. And 100 corpses trapped as Kwara shuts mortuary over ritual activities. The picture there, rather, on the front page, might have gotten it wrong. And that's from the International Court of Justice, actually, and pictures of the war in Gaza. And that's the Daily Trust for you this Friday morning.
All right, let's look at what Sports Extra is saying on its front page this morning. It says Godfrey Obabonare exclusive. The information we played at the 2023 AFCON is not Eagles like from the beginning till the end. We sat back, which is not our style. MPFL to AFCON story. Let's look at some other stories there. Mbappe to take pay cut. Alonso Coy on Liverpool Bayern links. Tuchel wants EPL return. He was sacked from Chelsea and now relieved of his duties at Bayern Munich. Greenwood gets Ratcliffe lifeline. Don't join Arsenal. Henry wants Osimhen. Henacho set for Leeds clash. Falcons Lionesses clash for Olympic ticket. And Bundesliga Boniface among skillful players. He couldn't go to the Eagles. Saka, not world class. You'll get this paper and read those stories. That's for the Punch Sports Extra.
Some international papers this morning. The Eye The Eye has an exclusive. It says new Brexit deal on food and cars could be agreed with Labour. That's according to EU officials who say they will offer Labour chance to reset trade arrangements if Keir Starmer wins general election. And at the top there, you can see a lot of pictures of people. Those some sub-postmasters. It says, after 15 years fighting injustice, breakthrough for sub-postmasters. Now Horizon innocence to be cleared, while victims of second post office scandal revealed by I set for compensation.
Here's the front of the Daily Telegraph this morning. Pictures of a soldier and the story of the war in Ukraine. I have the Russian soldiers in my sight, but no shells to fire at them. Another story on the front page there. Islamists are now in control, says Braverman and Speaker Rao in the House of Commons. Physician associates illegally prescribe drugs after IT error. The Daily Telegraph for you.
All right, let's look at what the Daily Mail is saying on its front page this wonderful morning. Let's see what the Daily Mail is saying. Outrage as genocide message is beamed on Big Ben Live. And it says, if you're reading this, I'm dead. Author's emotional plea for a sister dying. And that's a story on Taylor Swift. Now VNA wants to hire a Taylor Swift expert. That's for the Daily Mail.
The Financial Times this morning. Nvidia profit bonanza drives global rally as stock markets ride the artificial intelligence wave. Chipmaker adds $260 billion to value. Amazon and Google are overtaken, and Japan's Nikkei hits record. More stories from the Financial Times this morning on Google as it halts Gemini image generation as bid for greater diversity backfires.
And here's the Metro. 2 years of lunacy, the paper says. In the last 730 days, tyrant Vladimir Putin has fired 8,000 missiles, targeted 828 hospitals, killed at least 10,000 Ukrainians. For what? That's the question the Metro is calling this morning, is asking this morning. It also comes after US President Joe Biden referred to Vladimir Putin as, quote, an SOB.
The I paper.
We've taken the I.
Okay, we've taken the I. All right, let's look at the Financial Times. Okay, Nvidia Financial Times.
We've taken it.
Oh, we've taken the Financial Times. Okay, let's do the Guardian.
Yes.
The Guardian International, seeking same GP 8 visit, cuts workloads and improves health. Of course, the story there on Hoy fights back after row over Gaza debate. That's for the Guardian International.
All right, that's all the papers we have this morning. You can air your views by following us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Rise TV.